What is up, guys? Welcome to the second episode of the Teed Up Podcast. We got a lot of really good feedback on the first episode. So this second episode, we have Mr. Alexis Playboy Lara here.
Lara.
What's up, guys? If y'all don't know me, your girl probably does, or your mom, one of those two.
It's because you're so funny, bro. You're funny looking.
Make you nervous, I can tell. Okay.
You're so funny, bro. But all right, so Mr. Playboy Lara,
Yes, sir.
how are you doing today?
I could be doing better, but here
Did
with
you
the
work today?
boys. Nah, I had class today. Doing algebra, stressing out. It's every day.
What do you go to school for?
Honestly, man, I'm just trying to get my degree for business up with the pops. You know him.
Where do you
Chill
go?
guy. Navarro for right now, but I plan on transferring to UTA.
You still work with your dad on the weekends?
Yeah, I just help him with the invoice with the money, just with the money, the finance part of it. And then he doesn't really work anymore. He just checks the jobs, and then he tells me the hours for each job, and then I put the hours in, and then we get the check in, and then I just end up paying the workers. It's chill right now, but it hasn't been good because the storms.
Yeah. So a lot of people know you as the Playboy around here.
Yeah, bro, that comes with the benefits and also the bad part, because they're he's a little hoe, but
You are.
whatever. I don't really
You're a
give
little
a
player.
fuck. Little player sometimes, It's all talk though. I'm not really about it. It's all talk.
So you're into men though more.
Yeah, you could. Nah, I'm not. I'm not. I
How do you feel about the LGBTQ community?
I don't really give a about them. I don't really, pay attention to them.
Remember that one party when we were at your house and your mom found us and we weren't supposed to be there?
Dude, there was 2 parties for that. The first one.
They were back to back, right?
Yeah, they were back-to-back parties. The first one.
At your house?
Yeah, I tried to
Oh.
invite you, but you weren't down.
No, I think I know
We,
what
we
you're
were
talking
barely
about, though.
starting to get
Was
closer.
was that when Adam went?
Yeah, that's when Adam went. At
Shout out
first,
Melvin.
I just had this
Shout out
idea.
Melvin.
Shout out that boy Melville. He's probably banging a girl right now or something. Yeah, but I was oh, we should have a party, and this was all last minute, the day of, and we got the beer and everything, and I remember everything was going smoothly. Everybody was arriving, and then my mom saw the cars from the other house, from the window, and then I was so I had to start running to the cars, I told him to duck down as if mom was gonna shoot us or something,
Yeah.
because she was I'm gonna shoot cars. I was Mom, chill, you know how Mexican moms are. And I was chill. So Alexis pulled up, and we had everybody get on the truck. Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and we just parked in the other driveway. I moved all the cars into a different driveway, and everything was going smoothly. And I was I snuck everybody in the garage. And I'm all right, whatever y'all do, be quiet when y'all go in there. And then there's a room where I put the table, and the first mother is Tom, and he runs in there, barging the table, and everything falls down. I'm bro, I said be quiet, and you just hear the biggest slam. You just see
bro.
Thomas on the ground.
It was so
You're
funny.
drunk, Tom?
No, we didn't even start yet.
Yeah, we didn't even start yet.
You're just clumsy.
I was the last one in there.
Yeah.
And it was pitch black in there, so I couldn't see anything, and everyone was already in there just on the floor, pitch black. I run in and I can't find the
light switch.
I can't find the light. That's the first thing I looked for was a light switch. Cause I was why y'all in the dark? And then I ran into the table and everything fell. And
full on sprint, bro. Just boom. And I'm just bro, I said be quiet. No, but everything was going smoothly, and Gabe and Adam were dancing downstairs, right? And my brother's playing COD in the office, and my mom's barging in, and she just sees Gabe dancing with Adam, and she's just looking at them full on stare, and then Gabe sees, turns around, dips, and it's just everybody running back and forth throughout the house, and then everybody goes in the restroom, and then there's Elion and Alexis, and they're there's a little small window, it's this big, and this big, and it's 2 stories, so they're going through there, and they just jump out the house. I'm where the they go? And they land on the bushes, and then Gabe forgot his keys, so he couldn't get home. So, and I'm already grounded, they took my phone away, so I had to figure out how the contact with everybody. And then Gabe's right next to the house, and he's dude, I need my backpack, everything's in there. And I had to sneak in through the house through a window to get his shit. And I run to a different driveway, and I'm bro, this shit was so crazy. And then my mom was gonna fight some of the girls over there, dude.
Yeah, your dad still does landscape, right?
Yeah, he still does that for us right now, but right now he's not really out there working anymore. It's just his brother, and it's going well, but it's not going as well as I would want it to go.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good though.
No, let's do some of the questions.
Yeah, we'll do them throughout the pod.
We'll do one right now.
Yeah.
One right now. Should we do chances?
Whoa!
What are you doing here?
How did you?
Lee? Just in time.
How did
for the
you
questions.
get in here, Dupley?
For the question. Last time you pooped your pants. Go.
And that's from Chance.
That's from Chance Hall. Shout out Chance. My boy.
Little beauty.
I think it was primary then.
Actually,
I went to the nurse and like I had to call my mom to come pick me up and I had to like get a pair of jeans from the school. It was very
I have a funny ass story. I think it was 3rd grade. And the night
I think it was senior year.
I think it was yesterday. I'm not sure. It was 3rd grade, and I remember the night before, my mom, best cooking. Shout out my mom. She made burritos.
Shout out for
And,
burritos.
Well, my fat ass ate like 3 the night before, and I wasn't supposed to.
Burrito poop.
Worst kind.
And the next day, well, one thing that I always had, and I'm pretty sure this happens within a lot of people as well. I don't like using the restrooms at school. I never did. I never liked it. I never wanted to, and I never felt comfortable. So I didn't shit. I had to. I remember I got into my 2nd class, and I started feeling pressure. I was like, God
Damn.
I was like, God damn, I need
Gotta
to shit
fucking
so
shit.
bad.
You started feeling it go up your stomach, right?
Yes,
Stomach started
man.
rumbling.
I started feeling my stomach rumble, and I was like, shit, what am I gonna do? I don't want to use the restroom. So the teacher, she thought I was like sick, so she was like, here's a trash can if you need to throw up. I was like, thanks.
Shit on the
How many
trash.
What
throw
is
up,
about
though.
to go down?
And well, one thing led to another. I was on the floor coughing, well, fake coughing, so it made it seem like I was sick, but I really wanted to go home.
Put on the act.
So I was putting on an act, trying to see if I could go to the nurse and go home, so I could take a shit at home. Well, I wasn't coughing hard enough for the teacher to understand that I was, sick.
Yeah.
So she's like, all right, well, just sit down, and if you feel bad, we'll send you to the nurse. And I was like, okay. So as I'm sitting down there, taking a test, I feel like that's what I hear. I hear.
You
and I'm
feel like your underwear moved? down there?
Yeah. Well, I didn't feel my underwear
Fills
move.
up. Fills
I
up.
felt my pants just wet, and I was like,
Oh my-
fuck. And I felt it. I
That's the
felt it open. And I was like, God, and I just let everything out right there. I was sitting down, just
in the
Imagine the
shit.
smell in that
Yeah,
bitch, bro.
real shit. Like shit was coming out, and I didn't know what to do. I was already sitting there, already shit my pants, and I was like, fuck. I mean, I need to go to the nurse. I just don't understand what was going on in my head for me to not use the restroom.
Exactly.
Like, I had shit going down my leg, and I was like, all right, well, I already fucked up.
Chill,
I already know
Thomas.
my mom is gonna...
Kill you.
I already know my mom was gonna kill me. And then when I went to the restroom, it was bad. I had to go to the nurse's office.
So your
use
mom
the
had to
restroom
come
there.
pick you up?
No. They gave me just... I didn't
They
even,
just
like-
changed you?
Yeah, like, they were like... they
The
changed me.
nasty ass. The lost and found clothes.
She put me down in the bed.
Lost
and
and
changed
found
me.
clothes.
Nah, she was like, we don't have any underwear, so here are some shorts. So I had to wear shorts, man.
Hell no,
Like
bro.
just khaki
What the
shorts, and then
fuck?
I went back to class.
Bare
with, like,
khaki shorts.
yeah,
that's
and like
scary.
the thing, they wouldn't even throw I had to take a bag full
your
of my
stuff.
my shit with my pants and my
Yeah,
underwear in
bro.
it. And as I'm walking back to class, kids are telling me, they're like,
Stinky boy.
Stinky boy, what are you doing?
stinky boy. Nah, I remember there was this girl, she smelled it and she's like, what's in that bag? And then a good thing that I had my friend with me, he's like, don't worry about it. Cause he knew.
Oh
He
my
knew I
God,
shit
bro.
myself.
Yeah.
Nah, actually I was scared of you in 2nd grade. Because you were an older kid.
Oh yeah,
I
you
still
told me this
remember that.
before. Oh yeah, yeah. I was.
Larry's
I was
older than
scared
us?
of you
You're
too,
19
'cause you
years
were
old?
older. 19. Yeah, I failed a grade because I missed so many days of school. Cause He's a fucking mess.
Yeah,
No, it
stupid
wasn't
ass.
that. I remember I was in recess and there was this pretty girl that I was trying to impress. And we
See what we mean when he's a player? He's already talking about
No,
it.
no,
Recess, there's this pretty girl.
Pretty girl. We were playing tag, right? And I saw this bench. I was like, imagine how cool she'd think if I jumped over the bench while she was trying to tag me.
Hardcore?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, I'd be like a Power Ranger or some cool shit you'd see off a movie.
You know what I mean? And like I was right when I jumped, like my foot got stuck on the bottom of the bench and I face planted, and I had like a big ball in my face, and I got up and I just remember her reaction, going like, I'm like, this is not gonna talk to me again. And I just see like Mr. Ariano just looking at me. He's like, why didn't you put your hands up? I'm like, I don't know, motherfucker. I don't know. Honestly, I didn't know. And I remember I had to go out in public with a big like ball in my face.
So, we got any more audience questions?
Yeah, Natalie had a good one. It's kind of deep though.
We can.
Natalie had 3 good ones.
What
but I'll start with
inspires you?
one.
Yeah, we got a lot of good
Yeah.
questions. I appreciate everyone for
Shout out
putting the
Natalie.
questions. Yeah, we'll
Peace your
shout out
mom.
Natalie right here. Or it'll be bigger. You
Yep.
can see it. But yeah, we had a lot of good questions. So shout out to everyone who put a question in. We'll be answering that all throughout the podcast. We got a lot of questions to cover.
She wants to know what we think the purpose of life is.
Damn.
Oh, that's a
I
tough
know.
one.
I think I could. Oh, it's a hard question.
What's your honest thought?
I think I don't know about the purpose of life. Is I think of
I know
like,
Santi's
I
answer's
think of
gonna
like
be good.
my purpose is like I feel like my purpose is like just to like, just be that person that like makes everybody laugh
Yeah.
or like brings them up every day. I guess this is my purpose. You guys know sometimes I don't give a what the shit I do,
Yeah.
and it's like I just don't care. Like if I'm like put in the spotlight, I'll do the dumbest shit. But as in like my purpose, like that's hard, dude. Like I just think of like not letting everyone down that like thinks
Yeah.
that I can make something of myself. I feel like that's like the worst thing you could do, just let everyone down. They're like, fuck, you could have done so much. Because you hear the stories of people that are like, oh, you had everything to succeed and then you just threw it all away for some dumb shit.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah, my response is like the same thing. Like what I want to do with my life is just
What you want to do?
yeah, it's just what I like doing is just like making people laugh,
Yeah.
making people happy. I like to entertain. I like to see people smile. That's what really my life is all about. But I feel like the purpose to life is just life. Like you just
Be
live.
happy. Trying to be happy.
Yeah, you try and be happy. That's the purpose of life, is just being happy. Because, a lot of people go through stuff, but the main goal is just, you're going through stuff obviously because you're not happy.
Yeah.
So that's like the main goal, is just
Try
to
and
be
be happy, make
Just
other
peace
people
and happiness,
happy.
yeah.
I have a counter argument with that. To me, in my honest opinion, with the purpose of life, well, to
I knew it was
me,
gonna be good.
I feel like the purpose of life. I don't think there's a purpose.
I mean, yeah, true.
I don't think there's any purpose at all. I think
Yeah.
what you make out of life is what you want. Like I
That's
agree with
true.
you on that. I agree that from everybody's perspective, there's always something that we're always gonna want.
Yeah.
There's always gonna be that thing that's gonna make us chase for it. Whether it's money, whether it's building a good family, whether it's having a good credit, whether it's having an amazing house or an amazing career. I think even then when people go through that, they still don't find their purpose.
Yeah,
they don't
that's like
find
a
the
successful
ideal
life, right? But not like actual purpose.
yeah, like I think a purpose would be like, okay, let me put myself into a position where I'm in someone else's shoes,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like, I'm very limited to the options that I have around myself.
Yeah.
Now, how can I get myself out of that? I'm not gonna blame people about my current situation where I'm at. I'm not gonna point fingers. There's no need to point fingers, because everything that you do, that's up to you. Whether you like it or not, that's your life. So when y'all say chase for happiness, I think people should just be calm with where they're at.
Yeah.
I think they should be very tranquil, just because if you chase for happiness, you're going to be tired. You can't
Yeah.
always chase for happiness. Happiness is just like any other emotion. Whether you're mad, angry, sad, depressed, annoyed, any feeling that you have, feel it. I mean, it's there. It's just like happy. It's like a rainbow. I tell people this all the time. And that's why I love to talk to people. I love talking to people and making them realize, there's a lot more to life than what you really think there is. The limitations are only there because you allow it. Same thing with anybody else. So, like, the purpose, there's no purpose.
Yeah.
How about you, Tanner? How do you feel? What's the purpose to life?
I mean, it's hard to argue after Santi's argument.
But what is like your
Like, I
point of
gotta
view?
agree with him.
Like,
yeah.
But what? Before you listen to me,
That's what I was saying. Like I was saying, like, try and be happy and make others happy. What you doing, Lara? What's going on?
Man, bro, I'm just trying to get rich, bro. I'm trying to find ways
Yeah,
to get rich.
yeah.
Everybody thinks.
Are
that
you
I-
into like stocks or NFTs? and none
Nah,
of that?
dude. I tried it. I mean, I'm
I
a little
know.
bit into NFTs, but I don't want to like go.
I want to
straight-
learn. We need to learn.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to learn how to get into, because I'm not gonna drop like
Yeah.
$1,000 on a picture just without knowing shit,
Yeah, we
That's-
just like need to expand our growth
Yeah, it's like people like seem to
on
like
how to make money.
yeah, people think it's so easy to get rich, but I mean it is. It just depends on what you're doing.
It's mindset.
But like right now, what I'm doing is I'm buying land with my dad, and we're just gonna build houses there. And it's like, you know, land's always gonna
Yeah.
be there. You know, it's like a physical thing that like you actually could grab and like stand on. No, but like yeah, I'm just trying to figure out things. Like I feel like the way like people to get rich is like people think that it's just one job, the way you become very successful.
Yeah.
But I feel like you need to have like ways of income where it's like you make money while you're sleeping.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
that's what you gotta.
That's
That's what you gotta
passive
do.
income.
And it's like people think it's like, bro, I'm gonna go work 2 jobs. It's like, bro, you're out working yourself. And it's like by the time you're 40, you're gonna be like drained. Cause I've been there, man. I've been like gassed where it's like you don't feel like doing shit. And it's like, but the thing is like money comes and goes. You gotta buy shit that hold value. Like,
yeah.
and people judge that I like.
Increases in value.
Yeah, increase in value, or like I mean, as long as it loses value, but it's like clothes. Like some
Yeah.
clothes hold value. Like you can still sell it. Like with shoes, it's like people I like to judge because I buy like expensive shit, but it's at the same time, you know, it still holds its value. And it's like I could always sell it for maybe like half or maybe more than what I bought it for. It just all depends on what the thing is.
Here, I got
Yeah.
a question for y'all to follow that.
Yeah.
Does money buy happiness?
Honestly, man, in my perspective,
No, Santi? Go,
I
Lara.
believe that it does, as long as you're like with the right people making the money.
Yeah.
But like sometimes money does like bring in like fake people that just want you for like what you have. But it's like if you've like known the people before you had money, then you'll be fine.
Yeah.
You don't really got to worry about that. But I feel like the things you could like do with money does buy happiness, like the
Yeah.
memories you can make. Yeah, not like the physical objects that you buy. Like this sweater,
Yeah,
it's
for
like
sure,
I'm
for
not
sure.
like this sweater doesn't really matter. Well, the thing with money though, I just believe that, you know, at the same time it's what you could get with money that makes you happy. But like also I feel like with the girls you also got to be careful because, you know, I'm not trying to diss on any girls. Like, you know, I'm not trying to make them like look bad on anything that all they want is money. But I just feel like some girls just want you for like the things that you could give to them more like physically than mentally. And I just feel like sometimes you got to be careful and actually get to know the girl.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to, you know, if money brings you happiness, I don't think it's money.
Yeah, it definitely helps.
I don't think
Yeah.
I think it helps.
Definitely helps.
I think what makes people happy when it comes with money is what they buy with it.
Mhm.
Like you said, I
Yeah,
mean,
how
you
they
bought
use
that-
it.
Yeah, like how they use it.
You got an input on this, Tom?
On money.
Does money buy happiness?
Yeah, I got a lot to say about money, but if he buys the happiest or not.
Go.
In my opinion, there's 2 different ways you can look at it. Because money, obviously, when you got money, you can buy stuff that does make you happy. You can do stuff that does make you happy. But at the same time, it doesn't make you happy because there's stuff that, you know,
You've always wanted.
yeah, deep down that
Yeah.
you've always wanted. Like, you know, you can't buy a lover. You can't buy a soulmate with money. You can't.
Can't buy like
You
human.
You can't buy emotions
Yeah.
with money.
You can't- yeah, you
can't buy
physical
time back.
objects.
Use time to get money, but you can't.
Yeah,
You know,
you
use
can't
money
get it
to
back.
get time.
Mhm.
I mean, it's just how the world works.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially time too. He's right because like you can't buy time with money, and time is the most valuable thing on earth because every day it's just we're wasting time, we're losing time, and then eventually we're gonna die. We're not gonna take the money with us. We're not gonna take the time with us because our time's already gone. So the more time that we use is the less money that we waste. Time
Yeah.
is money.
Yeah.
So the more time you got,
yeah.
the more money you got.
Yeah.
The more money you got, the less
but-
time you got.
Yeah.
But
I see what you're saying.
Use your time accordingly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because
Dude.
a lot of people they'll be like, oh well, I'll start tomorrow.
Yeah. I'll do it later.
Start today.
Especially
Yeah.
in college,
Start
right?
the moment you. Yeah.
You
that's
think
what-
about
that's
it.
what I
Dude,
learned.
that's
Because-
the trouble I had last semester was time management. I didn't have time for shit, dude, and I was starting to stress out.
Cause like how I told I forgot who I told. I don't know if it was Thomas or if it was someone from work, but how I looked at it, I feel like I went into college as a high school student.
Yeah.
And right now
You
how
weren't
I'm going
mature
into it, I'm going into as a college student
Yeah.
because I
That's
know
how I
how to
feel, dude.
manage my time.
Yeah.
Right now I'm advancing on my classes. Reason being is because I'm using my time accordingly. At work I get breaks. I use those breaks to do my homework.
Yeah.
I'm already done with one class
This
right
boy
now
is
for
a
this week.
grinder.
Hell yeah, and you gotta grind.
Hey.
Hustler,
Yeah.
boy. Little
It's not
hustler.
just him. We're all grinders, man.
Oh yeah, we all are.
I've been grinding on this podcast.
We're all grind.
Yeah, I don't. But Laura, you obviously are known as a boy. In other
Brings it up
words,
again.
Yeah.
you're the playboy.
Y'all are
But-
terrorizing this man.
No, we're not terrorizing
No, I
this
don't
man
find it a bad.
because
I don't take offense to it. Like, I guess it's like people just see me. I know like every time I like either I talk to a different girl or like the old girl, they're always like give me the oh yeah you just have that boy look. Like it's like you know what I mean?
yeah.
It's already on you.
Yeah, like it's just like the face that I have, like or just like my personality. I don't know what it is. I've never really asked why.
It's probably like
I
Just
guess
you in
yeah,
general?
like I guess like the way I dress and like that.
So going into that topic of conversation, what's the craziest story that you've encountered with a girl?
Dude, this happened like a couple of weeks ago.
Recently.
Yeah, this happened recently. Like some girls be scaring me sometimes, but like it's a story about like a crazy girl. It was this one girl. I'm not gonna name her or anything because she might kill me or something. She called me like this one night when I was writing an essay, and then she was super drunk, and that was just already a big red flag. I'm like, no, I can't do that. Like, you're drunk. And I told her, I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. That's rape. And I kept telling her, she's like, it's not rape. I was like, yes, it is. I'm not gonna do that. And she pulled up. I was like, I was like, can you at least bring my clothes in? Because she had my clothes, like my shirt and my sweater. Because like we've hooked up before, but then I was like, I just like yeah, like I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like we was at a party, I was drunk, we were drunk. You know, everybody does that. If you don't do that, then it's like, what the are you doing? She called me and then she was like, hey, like let's hook up. I was like, nah, like I can't. I was kidding. I was like, I got a girlfriend, and she was like, I hope you and your fucking girlfriend die. I was like, okay.
God damn.
I was like, okay, you know. I was like, all right, that's fine. And then I was like, no, but I really can't. I was like, can you at least bring my sweater and my pants? She's like, yeah, I'll do that. I was like, okay. But then she's like, you know what? I hate you. I was like, that's fine. Like, I really don't give a shit. She's like, no, I really hate you. She's like, I'm going to kill myself. And then I'm like, write a death note where it's like, I killed myself because of you and you're going to jail. And then she was,
What the fuck?
And then she was like, then you're going to get dicked down. I'm like, you're
It's like a movie.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, you're fucking crazy. And I told her straight up, I was like, you're a crazy bitch. And then I had a block her after that. She was like, I'm not going to, like, no, I just can't do that. Yeah,
what was the last like real date you've been on? Like steak dinner or like
dinner.
a little
Let me
nice
think,
dinner?
man. I would say like back in the summer, like there was this one girl, and I took her out on a date and everything. She was she's a sweet girl, you know. She's probably listening to this right now, but
Yeah.
she's very sweet.
Shout out her.
Yeah, shout out her.
Shout out
You
her.
know, I guess.
If you know,
If
you
you
know.
know.
Put a picture of me and her.
Do you mind if we put a
Do you mind like if
Nah.
Like,
Like,
he's got a thing.
I don't want to like.
because it's his story. Like I don't want to.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
True.
yeah, like we were both, especially now. Like I would have taken her seriously. It was leading to something, but then college. She moved like
Yeah.
out of state, and I stayed here. But I took her to like Sawgrass. We got a nice
Yeah.
steak. Got
well,
some
she'll know it's her.
Yeah, shout out
If she
if you're
knows.
looking.
Shout out to whoever that girl
Shout
is.
out her.
Shout out her.
you, bae.
Thanks for treating Lara good for a little bit.
For a little
before
bit,
you left
making me a
to
better
college.
man. I'm saying this now, like when the person that you are in high school, you're not gonna be the same person after you graduate. You're definitely gonna change, cause like you're trying to like be like part of the crowd, and then once you graduate, you're just trying to like find who you really are. And I've definitely found who I am now.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
really good, Laura.
I found like who I want to be and what I want to be.
Yeah, I definitely agree with
I'm
that.
proud of you, Lara.
Love
Yeah,
you.
once you graduate, just once you graduate, everything just changes. Once you graduate, everything just
Yeah.
changes.
Mm-hmm.
Like when we graduated,
It's just you gotta start going
What
like
is not
that.
right after graduation? If I felt like the same, like a month or 2 months after graduation, it was like the same. I felt the same, but then after, it's just like it completely switched.
Zooms in on it.
Starts going go at it.
But it just completely switches. Like none of your mindset, your
Yes.
personality, everything
You
switches.
mature a lot, bro. You
Yeah.
you tell yourself you're like no more trying to be a funny guy, not trying to be everybody's friend. You gotta you gotta put yourself first now.
I feel like people do that because they're like, yeah, like I'm the shit but in high school, like
It's his own little world, bro. High school is its
yeah,
own
like
little world.
high school at the end of the day is just gonna be it's gonna
fond
be high
memory.
school. It's just gonna be a fond memory. It's
Yeah.
gonna be a memory just like any other memory you've had. And from there, I mean, like Tom said, you're gonna change.
Yeah.
And that's good that you're finding yourself, and you're still
Yeah.
gonna find yourself in a couple of years,
Mm-hmm.
and you're always gonna find yourself
Yeah,
because one thing that I learned is that when you look at yourself from 5 years ago, and when you think about how you're gonna be in 5 years from now, you look at it from a different perspective, and you're like, well, I mean, from 5 years ago, I didn't think I was gonna be like this. I didn't think I was gonna be like this at all. I had no thought. I had no thought in my mind whatsoever what was gonna happen. Like for right now, we don't know how this is gonna turn out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But in 5 years from now, due to all the work and all the hard
Consistency.
the consistency,
grind.
the
Yeah.
nights where we feel like nothing is gonna go our way, keep on going, because the only limitation that you have is you.
Yeah.
And so when you try to find out how you are and how you truly are, there's always gonna be a gap in between where you're gonna be like, okay, well, do I want to keep on progressing into what I want to know how I am?
Yeah.
Or are you gonna stay where you're at and just keep on continuing the cycle? And for the people that are out there that are in the cycle where they feel like, the way I look at it, it's a river. We're all going down this river, and the people that, you know, they get stuck, they feel like they have no motivation. They depend on other people for their own life to be good, and that dependency, turn it around.
Yeah.
Turn it around. Don't depend on other people to make yourself feel good. Don't
Yeah.
depend on other things to make yourself feel
True.
make yourself feel good. You got to make yourself feel good.
All right, well, I think it's time for another audience question.
Natalie had another good one.
Go ahead.
What advice would you give your younger self?
Oh, that's a really good one.
That's a
I think that's the best one out of the
Honestly,
best.
man.
Shout out Natalie for all those
Yeah.
questions, by the way.
Another one. All over the screen. It's going to be all over the screen.
I'd honestly tell myself to like quit trying to like be everyone's friend. You know what I mean? Like you're always like, I feel like back then when I was like maybe middle school or like even the beginning of freshman year, I like try to like suck up to people. But I feel like I tell my younger self to be like, hey bro, like honestly, quit taking everything to heart, because at the end of the day, that person really doesn't really give a shit about it.
Brush that shit off your
Yeah.
shoulder.
Quit trying to like be somebody you're not. At the same time, it's like, you know, keep trying to find who you really are, because high school is honestly, I feel like high school is just like a phase where you try to find the person who you really are, and try to find like the special someone who you want to like spend the most time with, you know, because like I feel like a girl can also make you a better person, or you know, an even worse type of person.
Well, middle school all the way to freshman year, I was scared. I was so scared about everything, and like now, like if I were to tell myself, I'd be like, dude, like,
It
you
didn't
got nothing to
matter.
be
Like,
scared of.
yeah, who cares?
you got nothing to be scared of. Like, you're gonna realize once you get out of high school that none of that shit.
Well,
matters. It's plain and
if
simple, it's
I'm
common
if I'm
sense.
giving my younger self advice and like I know the future, stocks, NFTs,
Yeah.
just anything to
Oh
make
my
Bitcoin,
God.
put a
Imagine
dollar into Bitcoin.
just fucking go
Oh my
crazy.
God,
Like, if
imagine-
you know everything.
Imagine
Yeah.
your 5-year-old. You already know the future. You can be like, I'd go up to my parents, be like, buy $100,000 worth of Bitcoin right now. We'd be rich. I promise you. We're not gonna have to
Yeah.
work another day. And
I feel like it's different advice if you know the future,
Yeah.
or if you don't know the future. You just have different answers. Hello. Back from our little break.
yeah, we
Had to go
¿Cómo
party.
están?
So we're gonna play a little game real quick. So we got Marry, Kill.
Okay, you and you.
Who is the three?
Me, and me.
Me. Okay.
No, I'm kidding. All right, 3 dudes.
you and you.
You.
Tanner, Laura, or Thomas. Fuck, Marry, Kill.
Kill Lara.
Well, he's got to kill one of
All
us.
right.
Damn.
I would kill Tom.
Okay.
Fuck me.
I'd f Laura, and then I'd marry
Marry.
Tanner.
Let's
Dang,
go.
let's
Let's go.
We're gonna cut that out. Get it off of here. I don't like that response.
J-Lo, Selena
I already
Gomez.
Kayla. So you have to switch it up.
J-Lo, Selena Gomez, or Emma Stone. Let's say that.
Neither.
So y'all got a hard one.
Emma Stone's that actor, right? I think I'm
Yeah,
thinking.
so you
about
said
that.
J-Lo?
Yeah.
Emma Stone and who?
J-Lo, Selena Gomez, and Emma Stone.
I'd marry J-Lo.
She old.
Kill. I don't care.
She grandma.
I like I like MILFs. Not playing.
That's
Gilf. A grandma that I'd like to fuck. And then
Good lord.
I'd kill what was the other one? Emma Stone and Mary or Selena Gomez.
So you'd marry Emma Stone?
No, I'd kill Emma Stone.
Who you marrying?
J-Lo.
You'd marry J-Lo?
And then F and Selena.
That's so nasty.
I'm already married to her, so why does it matter?
Who you go
Shout out
first,
J-Lo.
Emma
Shout
Stone?
out J-Lo, you're watching this. I love you, girl.
You go next, Tom.
Something.
J Lo, Emma Stone, and
Take them all out. I'll take them all out. Put
3
in
bullets.
Jennifer Stone.
Jennifer Stone. Jennifer Stone.
Shout out, Mr. Stone.
If you're watching this,
Your sister's a
Stone.
I miss you.
Put down his address.
your sister's a beauty.
What about you, Daddy?
killing Emma Stone. I asked Mary and Selena. I'll marry Selena. And then have a little fun night with J Lo.
With Laura's
Why?
With Lara's wife.
While I'm watching.
I don't know. Would you rather get stuck in a hurricane or a tsunami?
I think definitely.
Tsunami, probably. Wait,
I think a hurricane. Tsunami's like flooding like the town type
Yeah.
shit.
It depends on like
Where
how
am I
the
living?
tsunami is and
Yeah.
how the hurricane
Or I
is.
just kill myself, honestly.
All right, let's say
Okay.
we either got
That wasn't an option, but alright.
we either got the tsunami that happened in Japan after the earthquake, or
Shout out Japan.
Shout
if
out
you're watching.
or
Hope y'all doing alright.
I'll come visit y'all later. Whatever.
I sent my postcard out there.
or Hurricane Katrina.
Oh, I know Katrina, but I don't know about the hurricane.
I mean, they're both
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, you mean like F Katrina?
hurricane, right?
Hurricane Katrina.
No, yeah, I know.
Tortilla.
I know Katrina, but not a hurricane.
I don't know about a tsunami. I mean, honestly, a tsunami, like, yeah, you could swim, but like, if the thing comes out, if like the whole tsunami just comes out of nowhere,
Yeah.
like you're dead. Like you're
That's
gonna
what
hit
I'm
a
saying.
wall or something. You know?
It's just gonna drag you.
Yeah,
and
it's gonna
push you
drag
into
you
shit.
with it. So I feel like I would put myself in a position where if I was in a hurricane, like I would have to step in.
Yeah.
Like there's no other way. Like I would
Take
have to
charge.
I would
Start airbending that shit.
like the tsunami. I don't know, but the hurricane, like I'm capable.
I'll do it.
I'll do it. If no one else will, I guess. I
What
will.
about like a fire? Would you rather be like trapped in a fire or like getting flooded?
Probably
Like flooded,
getting,
right?
Probably getting flooded. Yeah,
You
I
have
can
a chance
swim.
to
I can
escape,
get out of it.
Yeah.
but it's like the water's
I
rising.
mean, fire. You know, I'm already hot, so.
Hey, that's a good point.
That's a good point.
Fire's
That's
like
a good
scary though. 'cause
Yeah.
It would just
And then
the
if I
it can
kill,
just
it probably kill
it
you
can
before you even
ruin-
like get burned. You know, 'cause
Yeah.
of carbon dioxide.
And even then, when you survive a fire, like you're gonna come out like fucking ugly.
crazy crispy.
But yeah.
Crispy. It's okay.
extra crispy.
Extra well done.
Do y'all want to get tattoos? Do y'all?
Dude,
Yeah.
yeah,
I do
I want to
too.
get like a line.
We know
on my
it's-
thigh.
I already got
Show
one,
Tom.
boy.
It'll pop up a picture.
Pop up the picture.
I'll put
Yeah.
up a picture up close of my tattoo.
Tom's the only one that got one right now, right?
He's got one in his
Santi's
penis.
I'm planning on getting one.
for my birthday.
Not my birthday, but like the end of this month or next month.
Next month.
But like I plan on getting like starting a full left sleeve.
All right. If you guys had like to portray like a perfect girl, how would you guys describe? How would you guys describe her?
Oh my
Like your
god,
dream girl.
my dream girl,
Yeah.
someone
She's
who's
right here.
some
I'm just like.
sus.
This guy.
Well, for me, my dream girl is like someone who's like clingy but not
Mhm.
too clingy, you know,
Yeah.
and who like respect like my boundaries and stuff,
Yes.
and respect that like I got friends too, and I gotta
Agree.
spend
Oh, yeah,
time
for
with
sure,
them.
yeah,
I gotta
yeah,
spend time with my
agree.
friends too, especially since I'm so young. You know that
No time.
that I'm young and that time's like I said, time is valuable. So like just someone who can like respect that, and like obviously I would like do something for them. I'd spend time with them obviously, but just someone who's like open about a lot of things, and someone who like in arguments who won't yell and cuss and all this stuff. Like just
They want to figure it out. With
yeah,
you.
yeah, just
Yeah.
something like that.
But you know how like Kendall Jenner is like skinny,
Yeah,
like pretty, very pretty, skinny. Like she obviously has to like tell like some booty, but not like too much where it's like okay, dude. Like I don't really mind like the body as long as she's like takes care of herself. She's pretty, and blonde girls, dude. Like white girls that are blonde, it's like my weakness. Like I said, dude.
no,
But
that's what I'm saying. Like I
Yeah.
I don't like that much. You
It's
know?
not. I feel like at this point, you don't really go for like the looks as long as she's pretty and she's like very like caring. I feel like.
As long
Yeah,
as she's
like,
into
I
you.
thought, yeah, as long as like she's into me, I feel like I definitely have to have a girl that like matches like my lifestyle.
Yeah.
Like, I like to go out. I like to like dress up.
Oh
I'm,
yeah,
I'm
for
like
sure.
a little Ken doll. I like
Yeah.
dressing up with her, playing Barbie and shit with her.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like going out on dates. Having like nice wine dates. That's like my
Wine.
perfect girl.
If there was a girl who was like exactly like me, that'd be the
So you're saying you date yourself?
yeah.
I would just add on to it, like, I mean, me, I'm already in a relationship, but it's really just
girl.
to
Yeah.
have the perfect girl. Like, you can have the idea of a perfect girl, but like you gotta make their imperfections perfect.
Yeah.
You gotta make it, because we're all imperfect, but that's
yeah.
what makes us perfect. Because in the eyes, when you're in a relationship and you have your eyes on that one person,
Or multiple.
it's always gonna
For Lara.
for life. when you look at that person, you're not gonna be like I want to fuck her. Like, no, you gotta be like damn, like that's mine.
Yeah.
And I mean, to be honest, like with me, like I feel that, and I'm glad where I'm at with my relationship.
I'm glad too.
And-
I'm happy for
I'm
you.
glad to, baby.
I'm really glad that communication is very, very,
Key.
very, very key
Yeah.
to relationships. It's always gonna be the main thing that you're gonna have to do because you're two different people, you may get mad at what the other person does, but you have to understand like the cultural information that they were taking in as a kid, and the influences that was around them growing up. It's what made them into the person that they are now. And once you understand that, you start to put aside all the, well, what if this and what if that, and you start to really realize like, nah, like I'm gonna just let it flow, and if it don't work out, it don't work out.
Yeah.
But if it does, thank God.
Gracias a
Because
Dios.
it's progress, and it's just all time, you know.
Really?
What about you, Mr. Grimes? I already
Just
have a
Thomas.
perfect girl.
Thomas is my only lover.
No.
No.
Like I caught it teed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're tied up against each other, against the wall.
Yeah, y'all tied up like dogs, right?
Sometimes.
No, but like I want my girl to be like, if I'm giving 100%, she better be giving 100%, bro.
Mm-hmm.
No, for real.
Yeah.
The second
bro.
she gives 90, I'm like, all
Nah,
right.
dude, I've been in those type of relationships where it's like you think you're like
Yeah.
going well, and then it just turns out she's like also doing the
Yeah.
same thing that she's doing with you with a different guy, and you're like competing. That's just shit that pisses me off.
I know,
bro.
that's what I'm saying. If there's like ever a second option,
Yeah.
choose them, bro. Choose
Yeah,
them.
like at this
I'm
point,
not even an option.
yeah, you're wasting too much
Yeah.
energy already, because then you're just gonna end up hurting yourself in the
Yeah.
long run. So.
That's how it be
Mhm.
though. It's just a world of hurt sometimes.
You're gonna have to hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gonna
you
have to
kinda do learn
hurt
from
to
that
feel
shit.
good. Figure it out. Learn from your mistakes.
But do you guys think like I've always like wanted to ask somebody this. It's like, do you guys think like sex in like the beginning of the relationship helps, or should you guys wait like when y'all are like more in?
I mean, I feel like it's just whenever you're comfortable.
Yeah.
Whenever she's comfortable.
Mm-hmm. Do you
Yeah.
wait, are you the type of guy that's like, oh, like I'd rather have sex? Because like you said before, dude, sex does like bring you together like with that person.
I mean, yeah.
Are you the type of person to like have sex with the girl like at the first like phase of the thing, or nah?
No.
Nah?
No.
It depends how fast we move, I guess.
I feel like that's one mistake I'd probably do that would fuck up a relationship. I mean, like it's like,
Just moving too fast?
yeah, bro. Like we've had a scenario like that, right, dude? Where with a girl,
Yeah, man.
everything up, man. Like
Yeah.
everything was going well, and I told you, but I was like, okay, yeah, my mistake is like having like sex with the girl at the beginning of the relationship. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna try to be different. I'm gonna try to like better myself.
Yeah.
So I try to like show her like my, I guess like
True self,
my true
yeah.
self, before like my little boyish, flirty type phase. So I thought everything was going well, but I guess she thought that she thought that it was something different, like like a hookup, and I didn't think that. That's what pissed me off. I was like, bro, like I actually tried something like serious, and then it just ended up screwing me over at the end. But at the same time, it's like I'm not mad about it. It just makes me like now it's like I have to like, actually understand the person.
Yeah.
But I don't really go.
But yeah, when all that happened, and like I got their viewpoint as well, because they said that
was
they
an
didn't like
asshole.
the stuff that you were doing, and I just thought, well, I mean, I wasn't there. I'm not gonna say anything
I'm not
bad
gonna
about
make
Lara,
out
and
with
I'm not
them.
gonna say anything bad about them. But like overall, like now looking at it from how it was back then to how it is now, I think who you were messing with they're just not a
Yeah.
good person.
Yeah,
They
I
were
definitely
a good
have to put
person.
that in
They were
consideration.
never a
now.
good person, and I feel like you were better off just not even.
Yeah, that's true. Fucking Thomas.
we're gonna
Beep that out.
We're gonna bleep that out.
we're gonna pop her
Fucking
Instagram.
retard.
We're gonna pop her Instagram up on the
Oh
screen.
man! All right, Tom. All right, I want to know this about it. What's bathtub?
Santi.
It's my mom, man.
It's fine.
She's
You gotta take
like
this
she don't
phone.
understand. I'm telling her the ways. She's Lara.
Mm-hmm.
Since you are the guest and the star,
Star.
what would you say after this podcast? How do you feel after just talking about anything, like just even after today, if we're gonna go back to doing our normal doings and
Mm-hmm.
going to school, going to work, what are you gonna leave when you leave? What are you gonna be thinking about? What are you gonna be having in the back of your head?
Honestly, I just hope people see me differently than how they actually thought that I was. Because, I always feel like people don't like me because of the way I look. And they're, like, always a total douchebag or an asshole. Because, I mean, I'd hate myself, too, just based on the way I look. I think people look at me as a guy that, like, oh, he thinks he's a shit. And part of me does think that I am, but then part of me doesn't. But it's like
I mean, it's fine to be a little cocky,
everybody tells me, like, when I become friends with them, they're like, dude, I honestly didn't like you, but I got to know you better, and you're honestly not that bad of a guy.
Yeah.
Which I completely understand, you know, because you really didn't know me. And it's like, I kind of see it sometimes too, because there's like kids in college just look at me and they're like, oh, I know they don't like me just because the way I dress or look or the way I act. Yeah. I just don't care. Like I'm such a smart ass, so it's like I'd like be like with Tom, you know, Tom knows I'm a smart ass sometimes. But, you know, honestly, like, if people judge me, it's okay. But, you know, I feel like the people that do know me for who I am, I feel like, oh, you know, he's a great guy. You know, he's cool as you know, retarded or dumb as fuck. But, you know, at the end of the day, he's still cool. And I just hope people, like, see me differently and don't see me as just as a guy that probably hooked up with their girl or their mom.
Their mom or their grandma.
Or their boyfriend or something. I don't know.
Dad.
Their grandma themselves. But, yeah, like, there's more to me than just, you know, a pretty face, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
I just think that.
I got another question.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever hooked up with a girl that had a boyfriend?
Yeah, I have. I asked her, I was like, are you sure? Like, it's like, because she just recently broke up, or that's what she said. And she was like, we'll be fine. And this was just one time. It was just one time. We were hanging out. We got food. We went to, I think we got Cane's, and then we had I had champagne at the house, so we drank mimosas. And then romantic, yeah. And then we were just listening to music, and then I pulled out like my yearbook, and I was showing her the yearbook. I was like, and showing her like old pictures of me, you know, just to like start a conversation. And then she just started talking, and we just started feeling each other, and everything went well. And she ended up telling me, she's like, honestly, I think we should try this seriously. I was like, yeah, I'm down. But then it's like, but I'd have to break up with my boyfriend for that. I'm like, bro, like, what the f***? And the boyfriend ended up texting me, like, he's like, what's up? Like, I was at work, and then he's like, what's up, boy? Like, you, like, some, like, trying to, like, tell me shit. I'm like, and I ended up texting the girl. I was like, bro, I'm gonna tell her to put you on a leash or something, because, like, why the f*** are you so mad?
Like, why do boyfriends get mad?
Yeah,
when
like,
the
it's
girl
like, bro, like, why are you mad at her? Like, be mad at her. Like, I'm not the one that, like, she could have just said, no, I don't want to hang out with you, I have a boyfriend. But she didn't. So at the end of the day, either you're doing something wrong, or I just did something better than you at the same time.
But I don't know. Cheating, like, the first thing I find out, you're gone. I'm not even texting the guy you were cheating with.
Exactly.
Like, bro.
Like, what?
Like, you gotta know your
like
worth.
When you fight, like, you fight someone over a girl, you already fucking lost.
Yeah,
you already look like a dumbass.
You look like a dumbass fighting for a girl.
Exactly.
Shit.
Like, it's like, bro, you're like, how old are you? You're like 19, and you're fighting over a girl that you probably won't even give a shit about, like, in the next, like, 4 months or 5 months. Like, who the fuck cares?
Let alone you're 19.
Exactly. Like, who the cares, dude? Like, at the end of the day, like, this probably isn't going to be, like, the girl you marry or the girl you date. And if it is, okay, good for you. But at the same time, it's like, I feel like every person you date or you, like, talk to, it just, like, helps you learn something new for the next person. By the time you get married, it's like, okay, you know, I fucked here. This thing's gone right with multiple girls, so maybe I should just keep doing it with this girl. But I also don't believe that, like, every girl's the same. I feel like some of them do think the same because they've been, like, fucked over so many times. And there's definitely, like, that guy that could always, like, change your perspective. Because you know how girls say it's like, oh, all guys are shit. And it's the same thing with all girls are shit. It just depends on the person. It's just, I feel like one guy can ruin it for everyone. Like, there's that one dumbass that everything up. Like, there's that one sweet girl that you could have, like, made something out of. But then she just doesn't believe in, like, guys anymore. So it's like, bro. But, you know, I guess that's just everybody's perspective. And I just think everybody should just give a chance to, like, everyone else. Because you never know. That guy could probably, like, make your year, you know. You could end up marrying that guy or girl.
Change
like
your
me
life
and Tom,
completely.
I could marry him right now.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I got a question off that, though.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever cheated on your girl?
Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and be like, yeah, I'm like a saint. Like, I haven't cheated on her with a girl. Like, I've cheated her, like, over text. Like, it's just, like, I texted a girl, you know, I got, like, curious. I wanted to see, because, like, you see, the thing with me is like,
because I think flirting is cheating.
Yeah, no,
so
definitely was cheating.
If you flirt, you're cheating.
I definitely, apologized to her, and, like, we fixed things out. Like, I feel like the key to a good relationship is, like, communication, like Doobly said. Like, if y'all can communicate, because, like, I feel like the 3 things you need for a good relationship is communication. You definitely have to have, like, great emotion, and you guys have to, like, agree with each other. Like, everybody's going to argue, but if you guys can communicate when y'all are arguing and fix a problem, then y'all will be fine. But if y'all, like, if it's, like, a couple of this, like, y'all, like, block each other. I've definitely been in this relationship where it's, like, she would block me or, like, not talk to me for a day. And it's, like, I feel like I had to get out of that shit. That shit was so toxic.
Yeah.
Like I was like putting myself, like I was putting my mental health for her, and I just didn't give a shit about what the fuck I was doing, and it definitely didn't end well because I was too busy trying to make her happy when I wasn't even happy. So, and at the same time, it's like we got out of a relationship, and then she just ended up hooking up with a different guy, and she told me she's like we were nothing, but it's like I thought we were something, you know, because if you talk to somebody every day, you know, talk to her about your day, tell her, like, ask her for advice. It's like, does this look good? I think of that as like we're going somewhere, like, you know, you just don't like talk to a sneaky link like that. And that's the main reason why I don't like, I just fuck around sometimes, because it's like, oh, this girl's, you know, she doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, you're just scared to get
dude, I'm scared because, dude, that shit fucked me up bad. Like, I cried, bro. I was like, dude. But at the same time, I was like, why the fuck am I crying? Like, I shouldn't be crying over a girl.
That's what I'm saying.
But yeah, that's why I definitely feel like if I was in a relationship, I couldn't cheat again, because I feel like I just don't want to be put in that perspective. Because I felt what it's like to be like that, so I just feel like I couldn't do that to anybody else, because that shit sucks, man. Especially when you really like that person, you're like, fuck, man, like, why do you have to fuck this up? Everything was going well. But yeah, I've cheated over like text. Like, I've called a girl pretty and she saw it, and I told her, I was like, I'm sorry, you know. I was being dumb. You know, sometimes you're just a guy, you know, you're just like, guys do some of that shit sometimes, and if you don't, then it's like, I'd like to be you, but good for you, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like everybody's just different. I mean, you can't just put yourself where you're like, I'm a bad guy. Like, we all have our own needs, and we all, you know, we all fuck up. We all make mistakes, is what makes us human. But to be honest, in a relationship, she has to be your best friend. She can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna just go her, talk to her for a little bit, and then that's it. Like, no, she has to know you. You have to know her, and y'all both have to know each other to the point to where, like, you're not embarrassed to do, you know, some weird ass shit in front of her, because you know that she's not gonna judge you for you, because she loves you for who you are. And there's a lot of I'm not saying this from experience. Well, when I was single, but like, there would be a lot of girls that would just put out this front that they would be like, oh, like, yeah, like, we could do this, we could do that. But like, at the end of the day, you really find out. Yeah, like, like you really find out who they are. you really find out who they are, and you're like, well, like, nah, like, I'd rather just be by myself.
Dude, that definitely reminds me. There's definitely guys that like ask me, like, for advice, and I feel like, I think of it this way, it's like, never ask like a good looking guy for advice for girls, because like I feel like I don't have game, and I'm not, people be like, oh, you're so cocky, like, okay, like, who cares? But I feel like you shouldn't ask like a good looking guy for advice for girls, because at the same time, I don't have game. Like, my game is like just like the way I dress or look. And also, don't be like super to a girl, because, you know, like, there's always like dude, like, like, there's always that gorgeous ass girl, but at the same time, she's always getting those like DMs where it's like, you're really pretty. Just another boy. Yeah, like, you're just another guy calling her pretty. But I don't mean like be a to her, like, because that's just like, if you're gonna be a dick, it's just not gonna lead to anywhere. Like, you may like kiss her, like, you know, something like that, but it's not gonna lead to something like long, because at the same time, a girl just wants a guy that actually cares for her. But don't, like, the super super nice guy, it's like, you're just being like everyone else. Like, be nice to her, but don't be overly nice where it's like, if you just say she's pretty, she's like, oh, he just says that all the time. Like, make it count. Like, if you say like once, like, she knows it's like, oh, he it, because he's actually saying, like, it's very difficult for him to tell me that, because like, a girl knows she's pretty, but at the same time, it's like I could just call a girl pretty right now, and she could probably have like 1,000 guys calling her that all the time. Like, you have to have a reason to call her pretty. We have any advice to some guys out here from the relationship, or to try to like get that pretty girl she likes?
I don't know.
Dude, honestly,
you got advice?
Yeah, I got advice. I feel,
start off and
if I came up to you and I was like, Laura, help me out, bro, I like this girl.
Yeah, I'd be like, okay, man, this should be your first look. I feel like every guy should have that glow up in their life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, every guy's, either you've had it or you still haven't. It doesn't matter. You could always have it. I feel like I've maybe had it already, but I feel like there's like 5 essentials to like have a glow up. Is like, shower. You know, you gotta have, first of all, I don't mean just like shower. Like, I mean, you gotta have like shit like body washes and shampoos. And then like thing to clean your face, and then like, don't use like shampoo and conditioners all in one. Buy those separately, because that shit fuck up your hair. And that's why people have like really up hair.
Santi, you pick one.
And people, you know, like, so I think I have really good haircuts. I feel like, find yourself like a good barber, dude. Like, a barber could change your bro.
Yeah.
He definitely changed
I'd marry
mine.
my barber.
Shout out to Emiliano, bro. You've definitely fucking helped me
We'll
out.
put
Yeah,
him
Bro.
up on the screen
Yeah,
right here.
shout him out.
Shout out my barber.
Yeah, dude.
Shout out my
It's
barber.
like have like a good like hygiene,
Shout
barber
out my
style.
barber.
You know, style's not that hard, bro. Like people think that it's like you gotta have the most expensive shit. You don't. Literally, just have a nice pair of white shoes, crisp white shoes, maybe some Forces, some Vans, or some nice white
Yeah.
Chucks, nice fitted
Uh-huh.
jeans, and then clothes that fits you real, like blanks. I don't like if you have money for like designer, go ahead, but don't just make that like your wardrobe. Like that should be like shit you pop out when it's like okay, you're feeling bold, you know, you're feeling like getting attention. But like get blanks like Abercrombie, bro. They have some nice fucking hoodies that are just blank and they fit super well. And I'd say so it's hygiene, haircut, style, and just confidence, dude. Confidence is big as even if you don't
Yeah.
have it. Like I feel like a guy needs somebody to like hype him up so it can like build their confidence. But at the same time, like you have to like kind of get used to it, bro. Like you have to like talk to a girl. Like if you're gonna get rejected, who the cares, bro? What is that girl gonna do? Tell the whole world how big of a pussy you are? Like no, nobody's gonna do that. Like, you need to have confidence in yourself. Like if you think that girl's pretty, go fuck to her. Who, like, what is she gonna do? It may happen. She may be tired of all those dickhead assholes that are all good looking douchebags, and she maybe wants like a, you know, just a nice guy.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I feel like, like jewelry, dude. Jewelry's a big thing. I feel like it definitely helps with your style. Because it, like, it gives a girl something to talk about.
Necklaces.
Yeah, it gives a
Yeah.
girl something to talk about. It's like, hey, like, I like your necklace. Or it's like, that's a nice ring. Or a tattoo. Tattoos and jewelry, dude.
I know.
Cologne too.
Dude, yes, cologne, bro. Cologne. That's like with hygiene, bro. You gotta invest in a good cologne. Not know that bullshit ass Ross. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
if you
like,
smell good, it's
dude,
right.
yes, dude. It gives you compliments and it makes you feel good, boosts your confidence.
Yeah, for sure.
Like some nice colognes, bro. I'd say like
Versace, Chanel,
some Gucci, dude.
YSL,
And if you got the money, dude,
YSL.
MFK, dude. Those are like some nice like French colognes. Good, dude. I even get like moms complimenting me with that cologne. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
yeah. What would you give it? Like help a guy out for advice for a girl?
Well, for me, because I'm not really like the best looking, I don't really got the best style because I just be myself.
Yeah.
But for me, in my opinion, the way I get girls, I just be myself.
Mm-hmm.
I just be the
Don't
person.
take yourself too seriously. Like try to be like
Yeah.
make fun of yourself sometimes.
Yeah, I just be myself. Like the person I be with y'all, that's how
Yeah.
I am with girls. I
Yeah,
just be
you
myself.
definitely don't want to be a different person around
Yeah, for
girls because
sure.
they think you're a two-faced pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just be myself, and if they don't like it,
Yeah.
The
Shout
next
out,
girl-
shout out Dan
Road.
Blazarian, you know, my homeboy.
cause I'm like, if I switch up and change to another
Dude,
personality.
yeah, that's such. I feel like that's such a turn off for them. They're like, why is this dude trying to be somebody he's not?
No, it's not even that. But like, if I switch up and have another personality, and then later on they're just gonna find out.
They're gonna expect something when they see you for the
Yeah,
first
exactly.
time.
Yeah.
But
And
if
then
I-
you're not gonna be what
Yeah.
they think.
If I talk to a girl and I'm just myself and they like it,
Yeah.
then that makes me comfortable
Yeah.
where I can be myself.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because they actually like
Oh,
it
for
just
sure,
for me
dude.
being myself.
That's
You know,
fine.
there's a lot of girls in the world, man. You don't gotta worry about that one girl they
Oh,
like,
yeah.
because there's a lot of people in this world.
Yeah, and there's guys that are like shy to like show affection to their girl when they're with their homeboys. Like, bro, who the fuck cares? Show off your girl, dude. Like, show her off. If she's like the most pretty, like gorgeous girl to you, then show her the fuck off. Like, that's what I would fucking do, bro. If I had a girlfriend, I'd take pictures of her. And that's what I want to do. Like, I want to show her off. Show her like, yeah, this is my girl. You know, take her out on dates, all that shit, bro. That's what I'm trying to do right now.
I agree with you. Like when it comes to guys and what advice we could give them, I wouldn't, me personally, because I know there's a lot of guys that are like this. Because there's guys that focus on on their wardrobe or
Mm-hmm.
what they're gonna wear, and that's really good. Especially cologne, man. I love cologne. I
Yeah.
love smelling good.
Dude,
and I
yes.
know whoever smells me, like they know I'm always gonna
Yeah.
be smelling good. But one thing that I would give to other people to like understand, especially guys, because we do this a lot. Stop overthinking.
Yeah, stop trying to be someone you're not,
Don't
bro.
overthink. Don't be like, oh fuck, like are they
Yeah.
gonna be doing this? Are they gonna be doing that? If they really were, you're gonna find out. You're gonna find out sooner, or maybe it'll take a while. But like, take that hit. You take that hit, and you're gonna understand. Like, damn, because you're gonna put yourself. You start to overthink.
Yeah.
And you're gonna start to be like, fuck, like I need to do this, I need to do that. You're gonna put yourself in a vulnerable situation to where if anything happens in the relationship,
Oh
or you're gonna
yeah,
feel like really
dude.
starting, and you get hurt in the end, you're gonna feel all that guilt. You're gonna feel all that regret. You're gonna be like, damn, why the fuck did I do this?
Yeah.
But you need to understand that it was like you said. What is she gonna do? Tell the whole world?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
like
whole
who
world
the
don't
fuck
give
cares,
a fuck about
bro?
you. No one gives a fuck.
Yeah.
The only
Everybody's
thing
focused
that
on
you should give a
themselves.
fuck about is what you want to do and what you want to feel.
Yeah.
And I think once you take out, when you overthink, you tend to mix up your emotions with your thoughts, and you're gonna say the wrong thing, and it's gonna fuck up.
Yeah.
It's gonna fuck up regardless, because you're gonna tie them up, and you're not gonna know what to do with it.
Yeah.
So that's why when you start to feel a lot of emotion building up, and you start to feel like, you know, you're very, very, very fragile of what your, you know, your significant other or your girlfriend or your boyfriend is gonna say, just be calm. Be calm and be courteous to what they have to say, because the more stress that you hold, the more stress that you carry, you're gonna hurt yourself in the end. So don't overthink, don't be scared. It'll all work out in the end, because this is your life. This is your life, and I don't think you should really worry about what's gonna happen, because we don't know what the future holds.
I want to add on to that, dude. I feel like there's guys that do mistakes that they try to copy a personality of like a celebrity or somebody they know, and that's just dumb, bro. That's like the dumbest shit you could do.
Girls, they feel that aura around you.
Yeah.
They feel it around you. It's like, you know, you don't even gotta say anything once you walk in a room, and like they know for sure that you're feeling yourself.
Yeah.
And it's,
They smell the greatness.
That's true about energy. Like, whether you don't really believe in it or not, but energy is transcended throughout everyone. So if you have pure confidence within yourself, you will get whatever you want.
Yeah.
It's just how the world works.
Just
you
mindset.
You show that you're not scared about anything, whether it's from a relationship to a career. If you want to do it, do it. Who the fuck cares? Like, at the end of the day, no one's gonna look at you and be like, oh, I see that you did this and it led you up to that, and look at you now. Like, you're not even doing that much. Like, really, the only person that's gonna be saying that is you. You start to put yourself in a position where you're gonna be like, fuck, like, I'm not even doing that good. I'm not even doing much.
Yeah.
But like, we all have that. We all have that at the back of our heads, where we kind of, you know, we know that we could do better, and we always put ourselves down. But I don't think we should put ourselves down. I think we should actually just look at it as, you know, it's progress.
Yeah.
Instead of
be content with it.
Yeah, instead of a negative, you know,
Yeah.
a negative statement on it, or a negative idea on it, and being like, you know, fuck, like, these people are the same age as me and they're already making way more money than me. Why am I still doing this? Well, it's because you're there. It's your plan, and you have to.
It's all up to you.
Yeah, it's all up to you, man. I mean, you can't be stressed out. You can't be scared, and you start to learn sooner or later that, you know, it'll start to work out for you.
Yeah.
What advice would you give the boys out there, Tanner, to just, you know, get that lover or that crush that they so fucking want?
Just be confident.
Right?
That's all you need.
Yeah. Dude, honestly, grow out your hair too,
All you
dude.
need.
Growing out your hair, it gives out like it gives
If
you
you feel
it gives
good,
you options,
you look
bro.
good. If you feel good,
Yeah,
you look good.
play good.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Always, like, one thing I do to myself in the mirror every day, I look at myself and I'm like, God damn. Like,
flex in the mirror.
Like, you have to, like, even if
Yeah.
you feel like, you know, through the mirror you look
Oh no,
fine.
dude, I definitely do that. Like, everywhere there's a mirror, I look at myself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
yeah.
you have to have self
Check the
confidence.
fit.
Love you, boy.
Check the
You-
hair.
Hell yeah, hell yeah,
like-
hell yeah, dude.
Like, you always have to do that, because if you don't, you're always gonna look at yourself as pity.
Yeah.
You're always gonna look at yourself as
That's
something
good though.
less.
You care about what you
Yes.
like, what your appearance
Because
is.
you know, like in airplanes, you know, when they're about to crash and you have the bags deployed, and they're like, hey, put yourself first before
Mhm.
you put anybody else.
Yeah.
Even if you have kids, even if you have, you know, family members that are old that can't do it, you put it yourself.
Yeah.
The reason being is because you have to do it. You have to do it for you. I mean,
It's true.
your whole life depends on you. Your next chapters that are gonna flow through, it's up to you.
My
So
villain song.
have confidence. Like all of y'all said, I agree with all of y'all.
Yep.
Have confidence, and don't fall back.
Yeah.
Fall forward.
It
Yeah,
definitely
so
does help, bro.
we're gonna do one more audience question.
Okay.
Remember it or no?
Yeah. So we had a question from shout out Christian Oviedo. My
Love
boy.
you, boy.
We'll be on soon.
Slim
You'll be on
Reaper, I'd
soon.
make out with you, bro.
One question that he asked is if we're gonna upload more if we're gonna upload
Like
different
do other
content,
stuff
like vlogs.
besides podcast.
Yeah, like instead of just just sitting down and talking with different people, which you know, it'll still happen.
Yeah.
It's just to switch up the content, we would have to have a bigger following.
Yeah.
Just because different people want to see different things, and we would love to hear feedback from different
Yeah.
people.
Gaming.
The people
Yeah.
that are looking at all of this, if you have any questions, any concerns, anything that
Just
you think
any
will,
input.
yeah, any input that you would like us to do, nothing stupid or sexual, but
I'd
you
do
know,
Pranks.
I'll do all that.
but anything towards that, we'll look at it, we'll review it,
Yeah.
and from there we'll take off. It's just this is the second podcast.
Yeah. See you too.
And from a year from now, we'll see how this goes.
Yeah.
We'll see how we progress, and I have good energy towards this. I really feel like this will take off.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out the next guest, my girl Megan Fox.
Shut
We'll
up.
definitely have
To
you.
go on that with though, Christian, we're definitely gonna start some short channels on
Mhm.
TikTok. Post some TikTok clips,
Follow my TikTok.
shorts. Follow Santi's TikTok, Instagram, everything. Pornhub, OnlyFans.
For sure though.
TikTok shorts. We already have an Instagram page. Follow our Instagram page.
Merch. Let's think
Um,
about merch.
our audio only is on SoundCloud.
All right, well, that's the end of episode 2 of the Teed Up podcast.
Yep.
We appreciate Alexis Lara for coming on, and
Sir.
And
Guess-
Santi.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah.
to be here,
Santi.
lads.
we appreciate Alexis Lara for coming on, and also starring Santi for coming on. And like they said, we appreciate all the feedback, all the comments we've been getting, and all the support that we've been getting. It's just great.
It does mean a lot to us.
Yeah, it motivates us to just keep on going, keep pushing, keep making all this stuff for y'all. And yeah, this is a wrap on episode 2 of the Teed Up podcast, and we'll catch you guys later.
Welcome to the Teed Up fucking podcast.
Niggas running out they mouth, but they never pop out. I got the drop on your spot, everybody watch out. Oh my nigga on 50, so you know we hopped out. Mobbed out, ops out, we gon' show what we about.